Queensland hits heavy rain and floods after Tropical Cyclone Koji batters north. Flood warnings in place as BLM forecasts more rain while thousands remain without power. Tropical Cyclone Koji brought torrential rainfall and widespread flooding to north and central Queensland on January 12, 2026, following its landfall near Ayr and Bowen a day before. Major flood warnings are in effect for multiple river systems, with rainfall totals of up to 600 millimeters, 24 inches, in some areas, while thousands of customers remain without power. Emergency crews have conducted rescues and evacuations as the system moves inland, continuing to produce heavy rain and thunderstorms. Heavy rain and damaging winds hit communities after storm crosses coast between Townsville and Bowen on Sunday morning. Thousands of residents in the state of Queensland, Australia, experienced a power outage on Sunday, January 11, after being hit by Hurricane Koji. The system's remnants brought widespread rainfall and isolated severe thunderstorms across central Queensland and the southern interior on January 12. BOM warned that flood risks remain high due to saturated catchments and continuing inflow into river systems. Secondary flooding is expected in low-lying agricultural zones downstream. Emergency Management Queensland and the State Disaster Coordination Centre remain activated. Shelters are operating in parts of the Isaac and Mackay regions, and additional rainfall alerts have been issued for the Gold Coast and southeastern districts as Koji's moisture plume moves east.
Just check my friend's phone.
Koji is the second named storm of the 2025 to 2026 Australian cyclone season. It is expected to dissipate over inland Queensland within 48 hours, though its remnants may continue to deliver localized heavy rainfall before weakening completely. The Australian Bureau of Meteorology said Tropical Cyclone, or Koji hurricane, which is in Category 1, brought extreme rain accompanied by strong winds that damaged the area between Ayr and Bowen, about 500 kilometers north of the state capital Brisbane, before weakening to a tropical low pressure. The storm, with winds gusting up to 95 kilometers per hour, 59 miles per hour, and heavy rain, then hit coastal towns including Mackay, a tourism hub and gateway to the Great Barrier Reef. Queensland State Premier David Crisafulli said about 15,000 properties or homes were left without power due to Cyclone Koji. The impact of the natural disaster also damaged houses and boats, as well as closed roads.
Yep. Road's closed, people.
Crisafulli added that Koji brought rainfall of up to 200 millimeters to several areas on Saturday night local time and is expected to cause heavy rain over the next 24 to 48 hours. Heavy rain is continuing to pummel north and central Queensland after ex-tropical cyclone Koji made landfall. Between 9 p.m. Sunday and 5 a.m. Monday, 25 people called the Queensland SES for assistance, including 13 in Rockhampton. Several people were rescued from floodwaters, including a woman, 2 children and 2 dogs from Gracemere. Premier David Crisafulli thanked the rescue crews who saved the lives of several residents over the weekend. Through the northern and far northern regions, the SES received more than 80 requests for assistance, the majority of which were for sandbagging, tarps and trees being torn down by the intense weather.
You have everything. That's right. Let you order away from everything. Look at it.
Since 9 p.m. Sunday evening, between 100 millimeters to 200 millimeters of rainfall was recorded across the Central Highlands and coalfields, including Moranbah, Claremont, and Emerald. Despite ex-tropical cyclone Koji easing on Monday, the Bureau of Meteorology warned the worst was not yet over. In Queensland, we saw tropical cyclone Koji cross the coast between Ayr and Bowen. On Sunday, senior meteorologist Dean Naramore told Newswire. While ex-tropical cyclone Koji has weakened in intensity, its impact remains severe as rain and flash flooding swallows parts of the state. Areas already impacted by flooding will likely see more wet weather this week as the weather system drags moist onshore flow to the south, focusing its attention to the Central Coast, Central Highlands, and coalfields. A severe weather warning has been issued for the northern Central Highlands and coalfields districts, blanketing Moranbah, Mackay, Claremont, Emerald, Rockhampton, Warrabinba, East Lawrence, Billiola, and Gladstone. Residents across parts of Queensland woke up to utter destruction as the storm tore down power lines, smashing into buildings and snapping trees in half. The wind was so intense it picked up a trampoline and dragged it into the ocean. Backyards were in shambles as the wind and rain knocked down playgrounds and slides, smashing through other homes and tearing down fences. Heavy rainfall has increased river levels, with the Bureau of Meteorology issuing a major flood warning for the Georgina River to Marion Downs.